And good evening, everyone. Welcome again to Spinistry Live. I am Kevin Lee, your race host with Spinistry. Tonight we are going over the Holiday Ramble route overview and some of the general event day details. We will be going much more in depth with the event day details on Friday, most likely via email. Possibly we'll do another overview video at that time. But just wanted to go over the generalities with everybody tonight, give you a good idea of what the routes are looking like, what we're setting up for. The plan currently is to mark the routes as early as possible Friday morning. After they are marked, that's when the routes will be official and final. That's our last opportunity to see everything, make sure no unexpected road closures have come up, any weather has come through or anything like that. That said, the preliminary routes have been sent out. Riders who were registered Sunday or prior received a specific email with the preliminary routes on them. Anyone that has registered since Sunday should have had the links to this page that's being displayed right now in their confirmation email. And we will send the link out again on Friday once the routes are confirmed and verified. Again, they are considered preliminary at the moment. We don't expect any changes, but you just never know. We've been surprised before. So we do have 3 different distances this weekend. We have a 50K, a 100K, and a 150K. Non-competitive available in all 3 distances. We do have our traditional races for the 100K and the 150K, but we also do have development races for the 50K as well. So if you're feeling competitive but not up to 100K of gravel this weekend, we do have you covered. And just to bring it up really quickly, when we are doing the screen share on the live cast like this, we are not able to see the comments on the Facebook comment section. So if you're listening during the live presentation or watching during the live presentation and you have a question or get confused by something I misspeak about or something like that, feel free to email me, spinistry@gmail.com. I do have my phone right next to me. I should get a chime if somebody emails. If you are watching this on delay, then just add a comment in the comments section at that time. Once I get notified, I will respond as soon as I do receive it. So we'll go ahead and go over the commonalities of everything right now. Actually, let me show all 3 of the routes in this overview map that does have all 3 of them together. As we usually do, we keep the routes as similar as possible, with just as minimal a shortcut as possible to get the route distance for your desired distance, but still maintain the same route that everyone else stays on for the most part. So everybody starts out the same way and everybody finishes the same way, and the middle is somewhat different depending on which distance you roll. For example, our 50K route will basically just be this most southern section here, this red segment from west to east. That's where the 50K cuts off from the 150 and 100K routes and proceeds almost due east, and then picks up the end of their routes for a nice little loop right at 50K. The 100K differentiates from the 150K towards the north here, this almost due south blue line. 100K cuts down here and then picks up the rest of the route. 150K will have this nice little loop all upon itself. One thing I do want to make crystal clear, if you are doing the 150K, you will be starting at 7:30 a.m. instead of 9 a.m. We do want everybody finishing up at Whiskey River for our after party and awards presentations around the same time. So 150K, you do start at 7:30 instead of 9. Also, 150K riders where your route is different from the 100K, that will be self-navigated and self-supported. Just to be safe, I do recommend actually for 150K riders to consider their entire route to be self-supported, just in case we're not able to get the water tables out in front of you. We expect to, but just consider that 150K is self-supported and self-navigated just in case. We will go over the pit stop options for the 150K self-supported here shortly. Now, as far as the 100K and the 50K routes go, for the 100K, there will definitely be a water table on the route. For all three routes, there is a convenience store along the way. Most likely, that will be considered the first water stop for the 100K and the only water stop for the 50K. The 50K is roughly 32 miles, and the store in Callisburg, let's see what the mileage is on that. Let's go to that one real quick. Store in Callisburg is right here at mile 18.6, so a little over halfway. There is a store there. If you're on the 50K and you need a water stop, that's where it will be. On the 100K, you have that same Callisburg stop at mile 18.6, as well as for the 150K. So everybody has that Callisburg convenience store stop at basically mile 18.6. 100K, more than likely, let's see here. We haven't determined exactly where the water table will be. We generally try to keep it no more than 25 miles from your previous water stop. So let's call it 45 miles to be simple, would be somewhere in this range here. When we mark the course, that's usually when we identify the best spot to put the water table. Nice, sturdy, flat area that's not going to be bothered by cars or anything like that. So somewhere between 40 and 45 miles total distance on the 100K is where we'll have a water table. The 150K riders will hit that spot somewhere along their route as well. For the 150K riders, we'll zoom in here. There is a convenience store, Exxon station, and backroad barbecue joint at mile 52 of mile 95. So you'll have the Callisburg convenience store at mile 18.6, the 377 store, the Exxon, at mile 52, and then somewhere in here around mile 70 to 75, that's where you'll pick up that second water table for the 100K riders as well. This is very similar to the routes we've done in the past. A little bit of difference. We have lost a couple of dirt roads, so we changed things up a little bit. And for the 150K riders, this section through here is really wet and sloppy and muddy right now. So we're giving you a little bit of extra pavement on 678. And with the sprinkles and showers we've had today, that really confirms that we made the right call to take that muddy section of road out. We expect all of these roads to be in tremendously good shape, fast. The weather looks like it's going to be excellent for us as well. And our host venue is the Whiskey River Honky Tonk Bar in Oak Ridge. Let's see if we can zoom in on it here. There we go. There's Whiskey River right there. We will be finishing up. We will be starting from there. And that's where the restrooms are in the morning. That's where check-in will be. We'll be finishing up there and having our after party. And just to let everybody know, we have gone ahead and made the call Thank you, everyone, for helping with the early registrations. We have about 75 or 80 spots left at the moment, and when we do sell out at 200, we are sold out. We won't be adding any extra spots. That's all the number plates we have, but that's also all the food we have. So everybody that shows up for the event on Saturday for the after party, we will be covering your barbecue sandwich for you. That's included, as well as your first beer. And hopefully that helps get the after party going pretty darn well along those lines. During the after party, we will be giving away a gorgeous Chumba Cycles Terlingua frame. Obviously, must be present to win, but this is not a requirement to have entered the Holiday Ramble. Anybody that's participated in any of our Spinistry events in 2018 is eligible for the drawing for the Terlingua frame. And just show up and hang out with our after party with us throughout the afternoon. We expect the after party to probably go until about 4 o'clock. We're not exactly sure what time the awards and drawings will be, and we'll have other stuff going on. Please do make plans to spend the afternoon with us and hang out at Whiskey River. It's a really neat joint. I think you're going to enjoy it. A little bit closer, tighter picture of this frame. We do have one of these Chumba Terlinguas in our household. Fortunately, it fits myself and my wonderful wife, Jan. And I've been riding it on a pretty regular basis, and it is a sweet, sweet steel ride. There's no doubt about it. So anybody that scores the Terlingua frame on Saturday is going to be very pleased with that acquisition. But that's not all. We also will be giving away 2 sets of the wonderful Cantu cycling wheels, also from some more of our friends here in Texas. We will be giving 1 set away to a lucky male attendee. Must be present to win. Same guidelines, though. You don't have to be a Holiday Ramble entrant. If you've just been to any of our Spinistry events and want to come hang out and do our end-of-year brouhaha with us, please come out. You'll be eligible for the drawings as well. We will have 1 set of Cantu wheels to give away for a lucky male participant and also for a lucky female attendee as well. So thanks very much to our friends at Cantu Cycling Wheels. Wanted to bring this up real quick. Did a little bit of business today, taking care of some future events, and this is a really neat building that we have lined up in Hearn for our March 2nd Ranchero 100 event. Really, really sweet venue that we found. Letting y'all know about it. It's a fantastic course. We did a preliminary event end of September for Team Spinistry riders to check out the routes in the area, and it's going to be a really, really nice ride. Great venue that we found. Obviously a gorgeous old building. We actually had another plan for the hosting facility prior to our trip down there today. But we found this, and we're really wanting to go this route, bringing it up now in order to fit this in. We're probably we're going to open up registration probably next week and see if we can scrape together just a few, not a whole lot, but just a few early entries just to guarantee that we secure the funds to put down our deposit and lock up this venue. We'll be sharing more details on that at the event this weekend as well. And let's see where we're at on registrations real quick. Let's see, we're showing that we have 84 spots left. So we're at around 116. We were shooting for 125 tonight. I'm pretty confident that we'll get there by the time I wake up in the morning at the latest. With that expectation of hitting 125, we went ahead and made the commitment to Whiskey River to buy y'all's food, and your first beer is on us as well at the after party. And what we've also thrown into the mix, it is a honky tonk. It's got a really cool stage. If you were out at Tupps Brewery for the cross races a little while back, Mr. Dwayne Bates was playing some music there. We hung out, drank some beers, cheered everyone on for the cross races, and enjoyed Dwayne's music. And he's been gracious enough to accept our invitation, and he is available. So he's going to hang out with us on Saturday afternoon and do some live music. So it's going to be a fantastic ride in gorgeous weather on Saturday. We think we're going to have a really fun after party for you. We're looking forward to everyone joining us. And we're going to put some more pieces together through the rest of the week, finalize the event, get the course marked on Friday morning, and we'll announce Friday afternoon, verify that the course is final and verified, and send out any last-minute notes and details. Tried to keep this to 15 minutes or less. Looks like I'm maybe a minute over. And at the moment, I'm not showing any emails. So we're going to go ahead and sign off for the evening. Thank you all for joining us. We'll talk again soon.